weapons are a global threat. Start working with the rest of the world. We have to come to my desire to reveal the truth. Tell them. It might create more problems than it's time to take responsibility. We want to have any chance. I've always valued your friendship, Leon.
Stay right where you are. Mr. President! Don't make me do this.
And we've come across Resident Evil 6. Guys, huge honor to see it. And can I just start by saying I was blown away by what you showed at the Microsoft Showcase. Now, all you'd have to say is Resident Evil 6 is playable here and everyone's going to come. Can you let us give us a bit of detail about what is on display here tonight?
Okay, what we got here tonight is we have 3 of the campaigns. We have 3 main protagonists in this game, Leon, Chris, and Jake, and you can play the beginning of each of their campaigns right here tonight.
Sort of talking about those 3 separate storylines that we've seen in the trailers and such like that. Is that to get a mix of action horror, survival horror, and then merge them together?
Yeah, it's exactly for those reasons. I mean, Resident Evil, it's about horror, so we try to make sure we put the horror back into this game. And if you're a fan of that traditional, creepy Resident Evil horror, we have that in this game. But there are other types of horror. It's not just limited to that. So there are different experiences in there for all the different types of players.
Now, I think a lot of fans might be a bit wondering what has happened to Leon Kennedy's iconic jackets. And I'd just like to talk a little bit about how you guys establish these characters that have had such a long legacy. They've been 10, 15 years now. And how do you re-identify them for a new audience and continue to make them interesting for fans that have been here for the last decade?
Yeah, we got rid of Leon's trademark jacket, but he's still wearing a jacket in this game. So that's what people will latch onto when they see Leon. And of course, he's still got his trademark hairstyle, but I mean, some people might think it's a little out of date, but you know, that's Leon. So of course, with all these characters, fans have certain expectations of them. So we try to maintain certain aspects of those characters while adding new things to them because they age, they get older. So you have to bring them into a new generation in a certain way. But we try to keep certain elements of them that fans will recognize as being part of those characters.
That's something that I find incredibly brilliant, that you guys are aging these characters so they're not youthful anymore. And especially in the case of Sherry, growing up girl now. And what I'd like to know is how you decide if you're making a brand new Resident Evil. You've got such a rich tapestry of characters to choose from. Why do you pick the ones you picked for the game?
That's a question we get asked a lot, and what it comes down to is, first of all, the director for this game, Mr. Sasaki, basically he wants to tell an interesting story. He wants to make a game that's appealing to the players out there. And to do that, I think you have to narrow your choices in terms of character. Certain characters you can tell certain stories with, and by choosing certain characters, we're able to appeal to fans on a certain level, and we're able to tell certain stories. So for us, it's all about making it interesting. And certain characters allow us to do that. So when we're making a game like this, we try to determine which characters we're going to use based on those qualifications.
Resident Evil is one of those series that's always kept its very traditional mechanics, but kept them beautifully. And I wonder how you guys are approaching Resident Evil 6. From what we've seen in the trailer and the videos thus far, is very much more action-oriented, very fast, sort of paced adventure. How do you guys merge those 2 different styles?
That's the challenge, isn't it? Trying to find that golden mean right there, because, you know, no matter what you do, someone's going to complain. So you try to add something new, people are going to say, no, that's not what Resident Evil's about. You know, and then if you keep it too much of the old style, people are like, oh, this is old and tired, hackneyed, we don't want this. So you try to keep that balance. For us, it's all about making it fun. So we hope that people see that it's fun to play. So we try to adjust it, and then people try it out, and they're like, oh, this is good. So when you're playing, you think, this is what I want to try. This is something new to try out. And that hopefully people recognize it as something that fits Resident Evil. This time out, we tried to make the game a little more a little faster, so you get into it much more quicker. But it's not just about a speed play. We want to make sure that the controls are intuitive, and that when people pick up the game and start playing, that it feels natural to them. So it's really been our guiding light to try and balance the two things.
And to sort of wrap up, what should players expect from the demo that will be released before the game's out proper? And there was mention at the Microsoft showcase about DLC that will be coming out for the game as well. Can you possibly talk about that?
I'm sorry, you've had such great questions up till now, but I really can't get into the specifics of that. First of all, the demo for the game. Well, I can't tell you exactly what's in it. That's something that fans will have to wait and look forward to. Just know that it'll give you a really robust experience. It'll really give you an idea of what Resident Evil 6 is about. That's the important thing for the demo. As far as the DLC goes, all I can tell you, it'll be a time exclusive with Xbox 360. More than that, I can't get into right now.
I think that's all the time we got for, so thank you very much indeed for taking the time to talk to us, and really look forward to playing it.